Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different from Olight. This is the Obulb. Obulb is a little light from Olight. You can use it for like a little night light. You can use it for an emergency light because it has a red flashing mode on it. And then it's also got a nice bright white light on it that you can use it, set it out in a couple different places around your room and get some nice, it's actually a pretty bright light for lighting up your room. With the 4 different modes that it has, it's got a white light, and the high setting on that, it's a 55 lumen light, and that would run for 3 hours. And then it's got a lower setting, which is 3.5 lumens, and that would run for 56 hours. Then the red light setting is 7 lumens, and it would go for 7 hours. And then the flashing red light is also 7 lumens, and it would run for 30 hours. So the little battery on this thing will keep it going for a good while. And it is rechargeable like most other Olight products. Drop resistant up to 1.5 meters, and then it's got a waterproof rating of the IPX7. It is rated for up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes. So that's the IPX7 rating on the Obulb. It doesn't weigh but like 1.5 ounces, so it's pretty light. But let's take a look at it. Now, when you first open up the box, you've got the little yellow quick start guide here, and this just tells you about it before the first use, that you need to unlock the light, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And then they recommend that you charge it completely before you use it the first time. So, okay, so this is the Obulb. Got the Obulb logo on one side of the base, and then on the other side of the base it's got the Olight logo. And then it's got a nice little bright blue stripe in between the base and the globe itself, just as a nice little decorative touch there on the bulb. So you get the bulb, and then the other parts that's in the box here. Of course, you got the instructions. You've got your charging cord, and this is magnetic like a lot of the other Olight products are, so it just snaps right to the bottom of the Obulb and you can get it charged up with no problem. Just snaps right in place there. I really like the way Olight does the magnetic charging cables, makes it real easy to charge. And then the other thing that comes in the box with the Olight is this little medallion that you can, if you're going to leave this thing permanently mounted in one place, then you can use the 3M tape that's already on the back side of the medallion. You pull that off, stick it wherever you're going to have the light, and then the magnets in the light itself attach it to the plate, so you can, if you wanted to mount it up under something, you have that option, or just mount it on top of something, you sit that little plate there. But the plate has the Olight logo on it. It's a very nice looking little medallion that you can put on there. It wouldn't look bad when you just had it sitting out without the light on top of it. It makes a nice little decorative piece there wherever you're going to put it. And then you've got on the bottom of the Obulb, there's 3 different buttons that go across here. They all function pretty much the same way. You can just press it in and it turns the light on. Now, when you first get the light, it's going to be locked. So what you have to do is press and hold one of the buttons until the light blinks. So now I've actually locked it. So to unlock it, just hold that button down for about 2 seconds again, light blinks. So now you can go through the different settings on the bulb. So this is the low setting on the Obulb, and this is the 3.5 lumen. So that would run just like that for us. I think it said 56 hours. So as a night light, that's a pretty nice as far as the lumens for most night lights. They're very low lumens on night lights anyway. So if you had somewhere in your house that you wanted to just have a little bit of light so you wouldn't bump your foot as you're walking through there or something, put this in there. It gives you just a little bit of light to see by, because in a dark room a little bit of light goes a long way. And then to change the settings, once the bulb is turned on, just press one of the 3 buttons on the bottom, hold it for a little bit, and it will change it to the next setting. So this is the high setting on the Obulb. So this is the 55 lumen light. So that's a pretty bright light there as far as a light like this goes, just a regular bulb that you would have. It's about the same as one of your regular bulbs that you'd have in a light fixture around your room. So a few of these would really light up a room pretty well. Now the next setting is just the solid red, so hold it down again and it switches to the red. So if you had something that you were doing night vision or something like that with, and you didn't want the white light to interfere with the night vision, you can see that my hand is red there, so that's the red coming off of the Obulb. And then the last one, for those that have problems with strobe effects, if it causes headaches, this is a warning sign. Don't watch the video for the next few seconds, because you have the red strobe going there. Anybody that has migraines or that's has problems with strobe effects, that will drive you nuts. But so just to cycle through all 4 of the settings, just press and hold any of the 3 buttons on the bottom, and then to turn it off, you've got just press any of the buttons and it'll turn it off. Now, if you have it sitting on a hard surface, the little switches here on the bottom, a couple of them, depending on what the surface is like, you can press, like when you put it on the little plate that comes with it, you can press and hold it on that and it will turn the light on and off. It won't necessarily change the settings, but it will, you can turn it on and off depending on what setting you had it on there. So that's one way to do it. But the simplest way is just pick the light up, hold it, and then it'll go to the next setting, or you can just press one of them and turn it off. Okay, so this is the low setting on the Obulb. You can see it's putting out a decent amount of light. So as a night light or something to put a little bit of light in a dark hallway so that you don't trip over something as you're going down the hall, that works nicely. Now let's go to the brighter setting. Lights it up a lot more, gives you a nice amount of light for a room. Put several of those around, make a nice light. So there's the red. It reflects the red light. For some reason the camera doesn't like picking up the red light. And then, ooh, a nice red strobe effect. It's a good little light. It's got a lot of different uses that I could think of as far as mounting it under something. If I've seen them where they've put them under handrails to light up somebody's walkway or going down the steps on a porch. So that would be a real nice use for them, light up the steps as you're going down. Put them around the room, light up a room without having to use your overhead lights or lamps or anything. It makes a nice little effect for the room. So there's a lot of different uses for a little light like this. You can stick it in your closet if you don't have a electric light in your closet, and it makes a nice little light for a closet. So there's a lot of good uses for little bulbs like this, and it's a nice looking one from Olight. And again, we want to thank them for sending it to us. And check out doubleeaglegunworks.com for more information. Like and subscribe down at the bottom, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.